Yeah. Hi, I'm Laura Sunman. I have a brother, Matthew, who is about to go through the transition process. What I understand from that is you finish school and move out into your own home as adulthood, and but he'll have to live with carers and things 24/7. I don't think there's many different changes in such as where Matt's been living away at his residential school anyway. But obviously the worries were we've only just found a place for him to live, and there was which is in Leicester, and we're in Oxfordshire, and we couldn't find anything good enough in Oxfordshire. He's also not with his friends that he's known for a while, which is a bit worry for him to see whether he'll fit in with everybody at his new house. And my worries are obviously that make sure that the staff are nice to them and take him out on days when he's busy doing things, otherwise he'll quite happily sit watching Fireman Sam and Postman Pat and eat lots of food all day. Matt comes home, I normally take him out for a McDonald's and then go for steam train journeys, or I take him swimming. And I have a convertible, so he likes going out, puts his hands in the air through the wind when he's in the summer. Obviously it's a bit cold now in the winter. I also take him to the pub as well. I work in pubs, and so I know everyone in my local area, and I take him in, and he's quite happy gulping and jade-waiting on the sofa, chilling in the pub, and everybody's really friendly to him, which is nice. I haven't really been directly involved with the transition planning, but I've been talking to my mum and dad about what they're wanting and what I'm wanting from Matt. And it's a shame it's in Leicester, because I think mum and dad will be moving over there, so I've got to find a place around here. They know what I wanted. I wanted to make sure Matt was happy. That was the main thing. I didn't mind where it was. But and make sure he had good care, and mum and dad making sure of that. So it's a lot different from when I left school. There wasn't really a lot of planning in it. I went to college, which I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do then, but mum and dad sort of gave me a few ideas and I did them and didn't do very well. And then left college and ended up getting work in a pub, and I'm now a manager of a pub. That wasn't the plan, I don't think, but I wasn't really sure. So it's been completely different, as in support-wise, and not support-wise, but the planning of everything, because it's just sort of come to me my way, whereas everyone has to plan for Matt in what he's doing for his living and everything. Things like I can't. People talk. My friends talk about moving abroad and when they're older and things like that. Whereas I couldn't do that because I can't leave Matt on his own. Like if something happens to my mum and dad, I've got to make sure I'm near him. So he's got some family around him. I just worry for Matt that I've got a boyfriend now and things like that, and he's never going to have a relationship that like I have at all, and I want to make sure he's happy, and just want to make sure that the house he will live in, they will keep him busy for the rest of his life with other things that he wants. Everything worries me with him. I used to worry all the time, like if somebody else took him out, like if they say they go to the river, I'm like, oh, I really hope he doesn't go in the river. I don't want to be the one in charge of his money. but then I do, because then I know where it is and stuff. And of things like the carers who'd be looking after him, they just borrow some of his money or whatever. You worry about things like that, because Matt can't tell me if they're being horrible or things like that. So, but Mum said it's a good place for him to stay. So. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd much rather a young person, generally a guy as well, because there's a couple of guys at Chilton's that used to work there, and he got on brilliantly with them. He seemed to have a lot more fun with them. Just I don't know, a bit more rough and whatever. And yeah, I don't really want an older people as such, because he's younger and he wants to hang out with people sort of his age, like I would. You know. Yeah. So yeah, definitely that. But then obviously if they're really good to him, and if they're all, because he is a bit of, when I've seen him at Abbey Lodge at the moment, there's an older lady there, and he's all like, oh, it's like proper sort of mummy's boy kind of thing to her. It's really funny. So I suppose he likes that, as maybe it is a kind of comfort thing as well, I suppose. Part of it, yeah. I've seen a lot of carers, like, for example, they've come to my old pub or whatever with disabled children, and they've just sort of completely blanked and they've got them their drinks and they're all talking, and I've even heard them sort of take the piss out of things like that, and I'm like, you can't do that. You're looking after them, like, and they're depending on you, and you can't be horrible to them, like. But yeah, what I like to have, husband and children, and I want to have gone travelling, and well, I want to do that beforehand. I'd like it if Matt could do some travelling, but we haven't taken him on an aeroplane before, so we don't know what it'd be like. But yeah, I don't really know.
Is something like you'd like to do some travelling with Matt, or?
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, but it's a bit hard. It's hard work. If I did it on my own with him, I wouldn't get a lot of sleep. That's what I think. It's quite hard work taking him out on your own. Even like for a steam train, me and Mum took him on the steam train, and he got in a big strop one day. For some reason, he didn't want to be there, and he's walking closer and closer to the tracks. And I'm trying to like pull him away, and just like little things like that. When he's in a strop, he's adamant he doesn't want to do it. So I could go all the way to Australia with him or something, and he just decided he doesn't like it, or we get on the flight and we've got 24 hours of flying and he doesn't like it from the start. So yeah, but I might get a camper van and go travelling like that in a camper van.
Brilliant. You can stay?
Well, I'd like to stay around here because this is where all my friends are, but then also want to be closer to Matt, so I don't really know. Well, I suppose Leicester's not that far. I could drive there and stay somewhere, but yeah, it would have been a lot better if it was around here. But yeah, that's the difficult thing. But then I might have moved somewhere else by the time Mum and Dad move here, so yeah.
Is there anything kind of for you, if you think about your future and Matt's future, do you think there's anything, is there anything worrying you, or you think it might be quite difficult later on? Or
the thing that worries me is with all his sort of money side of things, if obviously Mum and Dad sort of will deal with all of that, but if something happens to them, then I've got to, and I'm not very good with things like that, and I don't. So Mum's got to show me kind of what to do, like to sort of look after his money and things like that, and make sure his care's still going well, and I don't know.
But that's quite a big kind of responsibility as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So it's kind
Yeah.
of...
Well, I think about it if I like have my family, and I've always got to make sure I've got to see Matt all the time, and make sure he's a part of my family when I have one, because he won't be able to have one himself. So, yeah.